All right, listen to this one. Check this out. Liverpool have contacted Real Madrid Rodrigo's representatives over a potential move to Anfield. Whoa, what's going on in this transfer window? Liverpool are taking over everyone's targets, it seems, but there's a snag. Liverpool do need to finally actually act and move somebody on. Now, they have just turned a bid down for Darwin Núñez. Where are we at with that one on them? Do Liverpool actually have to start acting like everybody else now and selling players and trying to make some money? Have they run out of money from last season's transfer kitted when they spent nothing and now they have to start playing ball with everybody else? Look, I think Liverpool needed space in the squad anyway in terms of the number 9 role. They're obviously looking at Alexander Isak. They're obviously looking at Osimhen as well. That hasn't gone away, but Galatasaray look like they're taking him now. Núñez being the, let's just say, one available number 9 striker that Liverpool have got right now. That I think is probably, I think that's safe in saying that. And if he goes, then obviously it leaves that space open for them to go out and spend even more money. Now, Real Madrid have asked for 90 million euros for Rodrygo. I think it's a bit steep. I like Rodrigo. I think he's a great player. And obviously, we could see a transfer battle panning out here between Arsenal and Liverpool for Rodrigo if you listen to all of the reports that are going on. Arsenal have got their own issues right now. We'll touch on that in a minute. But in terms of Rodrigo going to Liverpool, where do you think he will play, Liverpool fans? Would you take Rodrigo, or have you got too many chefs in the kitchen in that area of the pitch? Or is this happening now because it looks like Luis Diaz is actually on his way out and heading towards Bayern Munich? Now, the reports there is saying that Luis Diaz is looking likely now to leave and go to Bayern Munich. Not happy with his wage structure at Liverpool, wants a new challenge, wants a fresh start, and obviously Bayern Munich are ready and looking after letting the likes of Sané go, and obviously with the injury to Musiala as well in the Club World Cup, they're desperately in need of forward players, and wide forward players also. And on that left-hand side, I mean, that fits Bayern Munich perfectly. So, could Liverpool actually be getting enough money in from Luis Diaz and that sale? And then Darwin Núñez on top of that? Has some going. And that is a big shift around there because Luis Diaz, different to Darwin Núñez, is a fantastic player. And I think would be a miss for Liverpool. And then you go and add Rodrigo to the equation and you go, okay, Jesus, right. So when you think that your opponents are weakening themselves by someone like Luis Diaz going, I'm sure there are Liverpool fans that might be a bit gutted that Diaz is going. Some not. Obviously, it's divided opinion. Some actually look at it and say it's time to move Luis Diaz on. But again, like just when you think that Liverpool are getting weaker maybe and they're losing a bit of squad depth, you add bleeding Rodrigo to the equation and then you just start going, oh, God, like, okay, right. I think everybody else just gives up again. If that happens, then Rodrigo verts in the same window and then potentially bringing in a striker as well. Don't. Please don't. I'm begging you, Liverpool, don't do it. Oh, yeah, on top of that, Mark Guehi possibly, potentially moving to Liverpool as well. They are streets ahead of everybody else in this transfer window. I've been waiting for days for somebody else to actually overtake Liverpool in this transfer window. City stuck. Nothing happening there. They're trying to move players on. Manchester City, by the way, looking to sell Gonzalez. Why is nobody even looking into this? How can City, when they're under 115 charges, actually have the front to come out and say, oh, that player that we bought for 60 million in January, we don't need him now, so we're just going to sell him. Like, cut that contract down after 6 months. It's ridiculous. But yeah, they've not really competed, I don't think, with Liverpool. Liverpool are miles ahead of them with the signings that they have made. I think they've had better transfers, to be honest. And obviously, fully rested squad as well. Liverpool are outstanding, miles ahead of everybody else in terms of the betting, I think, for taking that title right now with what they have done. But again, there is a lot of time left in this window and there's a lot of deals going in and out. Now, you would have thought Liverpool would have been challenged by Arsenal when it comes to signing Rodrigo. And obviously, we have heard a lot about Arsenal going in for Rodrigo from Madrid. But obviously, Arsenal in agreeing personal terms and now looking likely to take Victor Gyökeres. Obviously, focus has drifted across to their number 9 position rather than another wide attacking player like Rodrigo. But Arsenal have come up against a bit of a problem in Sporting. We knew this saga had the potential to drag on with Victor Gyökeres after the whole palaver between United, Sporting, Arsenal. He decided he wants Arsenal as the preference because they've got Champions League football. Then the fallout between Gyökeres and the ownership model of Sporting, and the president coming out and saying we will not be blackmailed. Arsenal apparently come in and make an agreement, and everything looks like it's going to be a here we go for Victor Gyökeres, and then bang, the dummy is spat out again by Sporting, and now they want more money. So Arsenal have apparently offered 13 million in add-ons to try and make this deal happen. My God, that's a lot of add-ons. And are not putting as much money down as what Sporting now want. So Arsenal's 56 million approximately in what they are putting down isn't enough. They want more. They want over 60 million down as a guarantee, and then all of them add-ons on top as well. So it's going to take it above and around the 80 million euro mark for Arsenal to get this deal done. But they have now been dragged into this saga with Sporting and Gyökeres, and that's taken the focus completely off the Rodrygo. And if you even add to this the Madueke situation with Arsenal, have they even got room for Rodrygo anymore? I think it's drifting away from them. And all of a sudden, up step Liverpool, like we said, and are now looking like they are in prime position. It all depends on sales. So Diaz looks likely for Bayern Munich, and obviously we're looking at Darwin Núñez. Now, Núñez has had a bid put in on him by Napoli, 50 million euros. From Romano has confirmed this, but that bid has been rejected. So, rejected bid. Romano did say, though, however, that there is another one expected to go in for Darwin Núñez very, very soon, and conversations are going to carry on. So, still a confidence in Liverpool and their area, in their department, thinking that Darwin Núñez can get done, and everything is looking likely to go ahead, but still undecided. And, of course, while clubs are trying to do other deals, the player in question, i.e. Rodrigo, is just there in the open. And the longer it goes on, the harder it gets to get the deal done. And Madrid, if they don't have time to replace Rodrigo, could always just say, well, he's now 100 million euros. The price could go up. So the emphasis is on Arsenal and Liverpool to get their deals done. If I'm going to be honest right now, and I'm guessing where Rodrigo would end up if he moved to the Premier League, I think it would actually be Liverpool, particularly with the Diaz news and Bayern Munich coming out. And obviously Núñez is looking likely to leave also. So there's going to be 100 million plus in the bank for Liverpool to spend anyway off the sale of Diaz and Núñez. So that's an easy transaction to make Rodrigo happen if they wanted to do that. I don't know, maybe they go out and buy another striker as well on top of that. That then is incomparable to anyone else's transfer window. It already is. But they're just adding salt in the wound right now, Liverpool, to the rest of the Premier League with these rumours and the potential of bringing in Rodrigo as well. Let me know what you think below. Where do you think he'll end up? I'm going to say Liverpool, if Liverpool are definitely in. It was Graham Bailey who said that Liverpool had contacted Rodrigo's representatives. So let's see how this one develops. Obviously, Arsenal, Madueke, Gyökeres, is their window done with them two? For no Rodrigo heading to the Emirates. Could he go to Anfield? Drop your comments in below, everybody. Let me know what you think. Of course, make sure you hit that like button as well. It helps the channel out no end. And, of course, hit the subscribe button. It does more than you know. They're all free. Support the channel. If you're loving the content, make sure you do subscribe and hit that like button. I'll see you all in the next video. Cheers, everyone.